Take a second to detach from the flesh and cleanse your spirit. Take a second to, take a deep breath. Go say your prayers, meditate, read, journal. Just do something that is going to result in you becoming the best version of yourself. Do something that is going to help you achieve the goals that you have set. These past few weeks have truly been a life changer. I've really been changing my life. I recently just went hiking last week. That was literally amazing. And it really changed my perspective of life. And I plan to go hiking again, and eventually I'm gonna make a video just on that topic and tell you what I learned from it. But speaking of learning, I've really learned a lot in these past few weeks. And one of the most important things that I want to mention is that I've really learned, I've been reiterating it in my mind several times, that we should strive for progress, growth, and improvement rather than perfection. Because when you're striving for perfection, when you're looking for perfection, you're implying that there's a lack of something that you don't, like there's something you don't have. You're looking for external validation, what others will think of you, what others perceive you as, what their perspective of you is. But when you instead have a growth mindset and you just want to improve because you want to grow, you want to become better for the people around you, not from a place of weakness. This is an intrinsic motivation. This is something that is coming from within. And when it's coming from within, that's when it's really legit. That's when it's really something that needs to be mentioned. When you are approaching life from a standpoint of, I don't have this, I don't have that, and when I get this or that, I'll be happy and I'll be more motivated and I'll just become better, you are literally telling yourself that you are not enough. So you are stuck on this hamster wheel and you're literally chasing basically nothing. Because this stuff that you get, these materialistic things that you want, or people around you. So a lot of times people around you will put these things on you. They'll tell you that you should want these certain things, like a fancy car. You should be making a lot of money. You should have a really nice house. They'll tell you that these are things that you should want, and it'll somehow get mixed in with your perception of life, and it'll almost change your goals and the way you are achieving those goals in a certain way. But when you're operating off that type of mindset, you're chasing something that you're never going to have, because you're never going to have a big enough house or a fancy enough car, or you're never going to make enough money a month or a year. You can make $5,000 a month. Well, I need to make 10,000. Okay, now I need to make 15. Now I need to make 20. You're literally stuck in an endless cycle of external things that aren't going to bring you happiness, that aren't going to bring you fulfillment. You're really just looking to see what other people think about it. But when you base all your growth from intrinsic values, like when you have these intrinsic values, you want to become better as a person. You want to improve your integrity, your honesty. You want to improve your character. You want to just improve yourself. The things that people really cannot see. not the things that are external. Your discipline, right? Your courage, your mental strength, your mental resilience, the things that make you masculine, the things that make you a man, the things that make you a very great person. When you want to improve these things, you will really flourish in life. But you have to approach this with a growth mindset. Because when you approach it with the mindset where I have to be perfect, I have to get it right on the first try, all you're going to do is relapse, and you're never really going to make any real progress. So what you have to do is surrender those feelings, surrender that guilt, surrender the anger that you feel, surrender all the negative emotions you feel, all the bad habits you're struggling with. If you surrender it, you let it be, instead of trying to fight it. And this is honestly something I'm currently going through myself, trying to fight temptations and lust and all types of things. I'm going through this myself currently. And one of the assumptions I've been under is that I've had people tell me, you know, like when you listen to certain people, when certain people tell you things, they're not really telling you that these things because they want to see you grow. They want to see they want to see you be successful. They really want to hold you back. And sometimes they don't even realize that they're doing it because they themselves don't have anything going for themselves. So they want to hold you back. And one of the reasons I haven't really been on here so consistently is I'm almost under the impression that I have to have everything figured out. My life has to be perfect. I have to be 100% productive. I have to be doing everything right. And that is further from the truth. You can't get any farther from the truth than that. Because that is a perfection mindset. That is the mindset where you feel as though you have to be perfect. And when you feel like you have to be perfect and you're trying to when you do that, you're trying to force things. And that's going to make you come off as awkward and just weird in general and not a genuine person. It makes you very much so materialistic. But when you detach from the flesh, you cleanse your spirit, you go on a fast, you start operating off of your intrinsic values, then you become more of a genuine person. You become more trustworthy. You begin to work on these things that really makes you who you are. Because you can be perfect and you can have all these things. When you're trying to be perfect, when you're trying to satisfy others, live for other people, because people are going to say things about you. But when you're trying to live for other people, you will never be satisfied. So I've realized that I don't have to be perfect. I don't have to be exactly where I want to be in life in order to be considered a good person or a positive person. Because truth is, no one who is still alive has everything figured out. Nobody has everything figured out. Even the highest, like the people you look up to, they're going through mental issues. They're struggling with things that you don't even know about. Everybody's struggling with stuff. Everybody's struggling. But it's all about the growth. It's all about the progression. It's all about getting better. It's not about being perfect. Because at the end of the day, we are all human beings. And you literally can't You can't be 100% perfect. So just be natural. Be natural and let things flow. When you be natural and you let things flow and you're not so worried about how you're coming off and how you are, life begins to change for you. When you let go of all these desires, these things that you feel like you have to have, when you let go of it, you finally begin to realize that A, you don't even need it. B, if you just let go of it and stop trying to chase things, then you will attract those things into your life. When you just worry about progressing and improving yourself. But I'm gonna have some future videos talking about my journey, about hiking and all of that. But until then, stay tuned. My name is Raheem the Goat. And if you found this video inspiring, motivating, make sure you hit the like button, subscribe, comment, tell me what you think. And like always, stay hydrated and never give up. Your younger self is rooting for you. Peace.